What is the Foxfire Museum? Well, let me tell you. In 1967, some students at Rabun Gap Nacoochee School created the Foxfire magazine in their high school English class. They sold out of all 600 copies of the magazine within a week. Because the magazine was so popular, in 1972 the group was offered a book deal. And they wrote the first Foxfire book. It was all about the trades, crafts, and lifestyles of the Appalachian people. In 1974, with the royalties in hand from the success of the Foxfire book, the students purchased 103 acres of land on Black Rock Mountain. They began saving and rebuilding historic structures. In 1977, the production of the magazine moved to Rabun County High School, where it was taught as a class for 41 years. In 2006, Foxfire opens its center as a museum to the public for tours. This allowed Foxfire to share Southern Appalachian culture with a wider community. I got my first Foxfire book in the early 70s. That's why I'm here. I've always been interested in the old way of doing things. I was surprised to find out they had a museum, just have found out about it. So let's go take a tour. Let's check it out.
Is where Aunt Irie, who was the first person they interviewed when they were interviewing Appalachian people to teach them Appalachian life skills to preserve their history and so forth. They were the first. So she was very instrumental in all of this. There's a whole book written on her.
Okay, here we go. We're on our way. Well-marked trail. Very, very cool. Awesome, eh?
Some heat.
What? You could live
I
here?
could live here, but I would have to have a
Wood burner right there.
new furniture.
The museum cabin. That's just so interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Laurel Shares, huh? All the tools. They kept them axes sharp. So that's how they get them walking sticks. Let the honeysuckle grow around a sapling. All right. The wagon shed. If I had to guess, I'd say that's where you hung a ham. You got a screen on it to keep the flies off it. They called it what?
The dog doors, like a dog.
Dog doors?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, look at that. Carved out of wood or rock. Oh, there's some. That looks like them. It looks like it. Yep, it's some medders. How about that? Little fireplace. Nice. Very nice. I guess this will be the mule barn. Makes sense. Not much to it. Oh. Chapel. Ain't that something? Here you go, girl. Ringing the bell. Doesn't this remind you of Church in the Woods? Church in the Woods was so much fun. I like it. How about that? Wow, big old wooden gear. These are giant. Wow, that's so cool. So the water would have came from a little spring up the hill, I reckon. How cool is that? So this would have been where I was hanging out, the smokehouse. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. The house you lived in Snellville?
We used to live in Snellville.
Yeah.
It did have grave sites in the back, in the woods.
Did it?
Yep.
Ooh.
There's a gift store.
Huh.
Is it closed though?
You don't have to stop.
I'll start you with my most sophisticated instrument here, the canjo. Got a built-in whammy bar.
I love it.
And that's certified mountain canjo string. That's Zebco fishing line.
Nice.
It's based on a dulcimer. You familiar with a dulcimer?
Yep, I have one.
Okay, well I build traditional dulcimers too. Of course this one is not traditional dulcimer, but it's plays like a traditional dulcimer, except I'm a guitar player, so I built it where I could play it upright, you know.
Very cool.
Now you know the difference in a dulcimer and a guitar, basically the old traditional. This is a traditional cigar box guitar. Do you see the difference in the fret spacing?
Yep.
This is called chromatic frets. This is called diatonic frets.
Nice.
And you know the dulcimer is the only instrument that actually came from Appalachia. It was invented here. So My theory, based on a lot of studying I did on it, is that they were invented so mom, dad, grandpa, anybody could sit out on the porch, entertain the kids, and didn't have to be a real sophisticated musician. Part of that reason being is if you take the standard tuning of a dulcimer and add diatonic frets, you get this real fancy musical term called "there ain't no bad notes on there." Start strumming, and while you're strumming, just slide that finger around. It's going to work every time.
Here's how we get a hold of these things, huh? Facebook page. There he is.
Now I don't. It's not set up. I don't sell them on there, but that's how you can get in touch with them. My phone number's on the card. I sell these. I do a lot of arts and craft shows and things like that where I sell them too.
Look at that, will ya? Nice wood burner.
Kevin, you have to take a picture of the
Old sewing machine. Quilt. Well, we got steps going up to the loft too. It's closed down for us. I've got a stump. I got a stump that would work like that, wouldn't it, Jan? I think so. There you go.
take a picture of that for Fry.
Yeah.
So Fry,
We found his cabin. Oh,
Right.
the lights came on when we came in.
Fry, here's your cabin.
Here you go.
Philip Fry.
I could live here. I love the stove. That looks like a Grandma Jan stove. Didn't they have a really fancy, awesome one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's a cool basket made out of bark. I like it. Moffett